everyone, how's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to review my 2019 Ford Mustang GT. I've been owning it for about a month now, and I think it's a great time for me to review it. I hope you enjoy the video. So my car is a Mustang GT, which means it has a V8 5.0 liter engine. The first thing you'll notice that's different between the GT and the EcoBoost is that the GT has a 5.0 badge here, and in the back it has a GT logo instead of a pony. Let me show you how you open the hood. So it is over here, you pop it. Okay, and then there's a lever here. This is the 5-liter Ti-VCT V8 Coyote engine. Produces 460 horsepower at 7,000 RPM. It's a rear-wheel drive car with the option of 6-speed manual transmission or a 10-speed automatic. And of course I chose 6-speed manual because it's fun to drive and you get to engage with the car more. This car has a 16-gallon gas tank with the estimated MPG of 15 city and 24 highway. So this car produces 420 pound-feet of torque. The Mustang comes with two versions, the EcoBoost and the GT. I was going to get the EcoBoost, but after test driving the GT, I decided to go with the V8 power, and of course I couldn't resist it. And I was going to get a base model for the GT, which started at 35,000, but it has the cloth seat, and the 12-inch instrument cluster is an option. So I got the premium, which comes with the leather seat. Although the 12-inch display is still an option, but everything is nicer. And with the options, it cost nearly 50,000. This car has the top speed about 155 miles per hour or 260 kilometers per hour. Yeah, and enough about the numbers. Let me close the hood here. There we go. And let's talk about the exterior first. So you'll notice the new 2018-2019 models, it has the slightly sharp angle down there, the bumpers and the lights. Updated version from the 2015-2016. It's a little bit of facelift. Alright, let's turn on the turn signal here. So this car has a sequential turn signal. Yes, I do use turn signal, and it's pretty cool. Let's pop the trunk. To open the trunk, you have two options. One is from the remote control here, and then you open it here. It's pretty spacious. And another way to open the trunk is there's a button underneath, right above the license plate. You just press on it and it opens. It's a pretty practical car. It's really spacious. It has a big luggage space. I actually use this for grocery shoppings because why not? You know, you drive the sports car, it's fun to drive, you drive it every day. Yeah. The car is meant for driving. It doesn't come with a spare tire, but it does come with the air pump. It's pretty cool. Love it. So this car has a pretty cool feature. You can roll down all the windows with your key fob. So first of all, you have to press on the unlock button once, and then press again and hold there for about 3 seconds, and it will roll down all the windows. Let's do it. There we go, and the window rolls down. It's a great feature when it's a hot day and you just want to let the car cool down. Alright, let me do a review on the wheels. So I have the 20-inch wheels. That's an option. It comes with a all-season Goodyear tire. And all 4 wheels are disc brakes. Alright, let me review the interior. So this car has a keyless entry. You can lock and unlock the door. So if it's in the lock position, let me lock it. All you have to do is put your key in your pocket and walk up to your car. It will automatically unlock the car. And then if you want to lock the car, you just simply touch your finger here and it locks the car. Unlock. Alright, let's review the interior. So for the interior, as I said, it has the premium trim, so leather seats. Let's go over some of the features here. So since it's a keyless entry car, in order to turn on all the electronics, you press on this red button here, which is engine start. Another cool thing or cool fact about the Mustang GT is you see the pulse over here. That's simulating the pony heartbeat. Okay, so press that once, and then all the electronic lights up. It will yell at you with some beepings. So this car, both of the windows are automatically, so you just either go halfway, that's manually rolling up your window, or you can just all the way up. There we go. It's really convenient if you are going through a tall booth. You just roll your window automatically. Here you have the memory seats, as well as unlocking and locking the door. Okay, and this is where you adjust your light. This is off, and then that is daylight running light. That's headlight, and that's automatic. I'll just put it in automatic. And this is the fog light. Over here, you can dim your interior screen or adjust it to the maximum. And over here, you have the lever. It's pretty standard. Turn signals on high beam light. If you move it toward away from you, and then press it again to turn it off. On the right hand side, you have the windshield wiper, which is also pretty standard. You can adjust the speed, and let's go over the steering wheel. So on the steering wheel, you can adjust your radio volumes, select your songs, set your cruise control, and it's pretty useful for a manual when you're going on a long road trip. You can use the cruise control here. You press on to turn it on, and then you press whatever the buttons, set either one, and then adjust the speed by pressing the plus or minus. You can also reset or cancel. On the right hand side of the steering wheel, you have the navigation, which you can select on your instrument cluster. Instead of going through the middle console here, you can just use this button. You can choose my home, previous destination, set your favorites, point of interest nearby. It's pretty useful. And also, there's a voice command. This car comes with a voice command option.
Please say a command.
You can select the radio station, call someone, find an address, find a place. Yeah.
I didn't get that. You can say AM, FM, USB, navigation, Sirius, or travel link. If a phone is connected, you can say call, followed by the name of the contact, like call John Smith, or dial, followed by the phone number, like dial 555-0155.
All right, there we go. So that's the voice command. You can also select, if you want to go back to the main menu, you just hit this back button here. And then audio, you can select your audio here. I don't have it on, but if you press that, you can select whatever song you want. And for calling, you just press this call button. And then go through your messages. This car has Apple CarPlay, so yeah, pretty convenient as well. Alright, let's move on to the fun part. So on the steering wheel, you'll see a pony button here. If you press on it, you'll see this menu here. The first thing you'll see is the My Mode. So you can show the status of your mode here. So right now I'm set it to normal mode. The steering is in comfort. Traction is the LC launch control is off, and the exhaust mode is normal. All right, and the next option is exhaust mode. This car comes with an active valve exhaust, factory option. You have 4 different modes here. First one is quiet. And then normal. And then sport. And then track. And if you set it to track mode, it will yell at you that it's for track use only. There's also an option called quiet start. If you go into quiet start, you enable the quiet start. You can set your time for quiet start, whatever time it is. Say you want to go out and sneak out and you don't want to wake up your neighbors. You can set at different times here. Now let's go into track apps. So there's a acceleration timer from there. These are different options here. Let's do a 0 to 60, and I click on it. It will show this pretty cool light, and then you just launch the car. It's like you're on a drag strip. Let's see, there's a quarter mile as well. You can view or clear speed results, view or clear your distance results. These are some of the results that you can see here. I haven't done any of them. Now let's go into brake performance. There's a 60 to 0, 100 to 0. You can view or clear your results. Let's see what's inside 60 to 0. You get this pretty cool display here. It tells you when you accelerate to 60 miles per hour, and then you just hit on the brake. Now let's go back to track apps, brake performance. You can view or clear your result. It tells you the distance, the time, and the G-force. Alright, there's also the line lock option. In order to enable that, your car has to be running in first gear. Lap timer. You have different tracks. When you click on it, you press OK to begin. It will start the time. So when you're on a track, you can time yourself. So I can also set different lap delta, and then press and hold to stop. And then I press OK again. I can repeat track app, track app menus, or exit track apps. Let's go back to track apps. So that's lap timer. Start option. I have the automatic drag race countdown or racetrack countdown. Alright, so let's go over the different modes. So right now I'm in normal mode, which you see over here. That's the normal gauges and dials. If I switch to my mode, that's the custom one that you can put, and you can see that it shows track use only because I set my exhaust to track mode when I start the car. So for my mode, you can set like your driving modes, your steering, your exhaust, and your launch control. Let's go to sports mode. For sports mode, you'll see this pretty cool dial here. the RPM is a little bit bigger. Changes to this. And for track mode, it will yell at you that for track use only, but it will be like the Ford GT dial here, and you can switch whatever dial you want over here. And then there's also drag strip mode, as well as snow and wet mode. So yeah, those are the different driving modes. And for steerings, alright, let's go over the toggle for the steering wheel. So this is the toggle you switch, and you have sport steering, comfort steering, normal steering. So for sport steering, since it's a electronic steering, you can feel the steering wheel tension tighten up. You feel a lot more from the car. For comfort steering, let's say you're on a Sunday cruise or just on the highway relaxing, you use a comfort steering. And for traction as well, you can switch the traction control on or off by clicking OK. You can also turn off stability control as well. You just hold the traction button. Alright, let's go into performance shift indicator. So there's a shift point, shift tone, and shift light mode. In shift point, you can set to different RPM starting from 4,000, and it will alert you to shift when you reach that number. Shift tone will give you a sound when you reach that shift limit. Shift light mode, you have the tachometer, track, drag, or off. Right now, my car is set to 4,000 RPM. So as you can see over here, it will tell me that I reached 4,000 RPM, and it will flash and tell me to shift since the car is in braking period. Now let's go to launch control. So in the launch control, if I click OK, I will enable the launch control. RPM, you can set your RPM for the launch control. Rev match, this car comes with the rev match option. Gauges, show gauges. There are several settings that you can set, such as these. Or you can set it as a dial, like that. You have the G-force meter here as well. You can also customize these to show what you want to see. So if you go to configure my gauges, these are some of the options that you can pick from. So right now, I'm setting all these three to show on the display, but there are also other options here. Pretty cool. And my color, you can set your color for your dial. See, ice blue, gray, green, purple, blue, orange, red, You can also customize it with your color, whatever color you want. Let me put it back to blue. Alright, for secondary color, you have all these options as well. Purple, blue, orange. The entire dial turn orange. It's pretty cool. Red. Shows red here. You can also set whatever color you want. Ice blue. Gray. That's usually the color I use. There's also an option for ambient light. You can turn it on or off. So, such as the door handle here, as you can see, or here, the cup holder, turn it on or off. Dim light, high or low. Ambient, dim. Yes. And then you can also change the color for the ambient. So right now it's set to ice blue. If I change it to white, changes to white. If I change it to green, it changes to green. My cup holder changes to green as well. And then purple, which is pretty cool. And then blue. My cup holder goes to blue as well. Orange. Red. Or you can set my color to whatever you want. Customize it. So you create your color by going to create my color. And these are some of the color wheels that you can choose from. So yeah, there are many things you can customize. So that's for my color. Now let's go to cluster appearance. You can set it to dynamic, normal, sports, or track. Alright. So, here's an interesting part. So there are different driving modes on this car, and these are the toggles for driving mode. So you click on it. It doesn't go down, it only goes up. So let's go over the settings for the car. So on the steering wheel, there's a setting button. You just click on it, and then you'll see a setting menu. So the first option is trip and fuel info. You click on it. You have pretty standard trip 1, trip 2, how many miles and time. You have the fuel economy, and of course it's at 14 mpg right now. If I'm buying this car, of course I'm going hard, and I'm not going to drive like an old lady, right? And the next would be tire pressure in PSI. Alright, let's go back to the settings. The second option is driver assist. You have rear parking aid. This car comes with a parking aid. And for wipers, there's a courtesy wipe. You can disable the kilometers per hour, which shows over here on the right hand corner. In advanced settings, vehicle, you have, let's see, let's go to the top real quick. Alarm. You can enable, disable, ask on exit, easy entry or exit, intelligent access, lighting, auto lamp delay. You can set how many seconds. Daytime lights, you can enable or disable it. Locks, there's a auto lock, auto unlock, and in feedback, there's a audible and exterior lights. There's also a mist lock, remote unlock. You can unlock all doors or driver first. There's also switch inhibit. Alright, oil life reset. It's at 96% now. So if you do a oil change, you can reset the oil life here. Tire mobility kit, and there are several years that you can select. Windows, enable or disable remote open. So yeah, that's pretty much all the options in the vehicle. Now let's go to My Key. So My Key, you can set up a duplicate keys here. Right now I have 2 admin keys, but if I want to add a third key, I can program it here. So to program it, it's pretty interesting. You can go into create My Key, and then in the center cup holder here, you lift up the plastic rubber here, and then you program your new key over here. Alright, and then let's go back to display setup. For display setup, you have the tachometer display in gear, RPM or none, measurement units in different units, temperature, Fahrenheit or Celsius, tire pressure, PSI, kPa or bar, language, you have English, Espanol or French. Alright, so that's pretty much all the options for the settings. Alright, let's go over the shift knob over here. The clutch on this car is a medium. It's not too heavy or too light, and it grabs at about 1/3 of the pedal. It feels really not bad at all. Pretty engaging. So yeah, there's the manual transmission. Not many cars make manual now, and this is one of the cars that you can get which has a great performance, great sound, and it's a fun car. And you know, people say American muscle cars, they can't turn, or they're pretty bad at turning, but this car can do 0.97 lateral G on a skid pad, so I think it's pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, and let's go over the center console here. Well, you have the standard heated seat, the cooling seat. You can you can turn on your AC over here. It's pretty standard things for cars. You can adjust your speaker volume here. That's the knob, and then a tune. This is the stereo. You can turn it on or off. Right. Alright, let's go over the center console display here. So first of all, you have the audio, and then you can change the stations, sources such as AM, FM, and then your Bluetooth or Sirius XM, whatever it is. You can go to climate. You can turn on your AC, and there's also defrost controls. You can change your temperature on each side, and then you can change the fan here, or you can just use the buttons down here, whatever you want. For phone, you have recent calls, contacts, iPhone. There's an Apple CarPlay on this one, Siri, Do Not Disturb, phone keypad, text messages, or change device. You can have multiple devices linked to this car. Navigation system. So yeah, this is the navigation. You have destinations, previous destination. You can set your home, work, whatever. Fuel. It actually gives you the price and what kind of gas stations are around you. Food. You can have all these options as well. So yeah, it's pretty user friendly, I think. And then for apps, you have mobile apps. If you connect this to your iPhone, you'll have Apple CarPlay. Settings, you have sound settings, pretty standard here. And then clock, pretty standard as well. Bluetooth, to add your phone. You can view your devices, manage contacts, set phone ringtone, text messages. So, yeah, so there are many things you can customize. Navigation, you can have our map settings over here. Mobile apps, enable mobile apps from USB. General, you can change your language, measurement units, 911 assist, automatic update. Oh, one cool thing about when you buy a new Ford vehicle is that you get 3 months of free hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot. So you can have Wi-Fi access anywhere on your car. It goes with your car. Apple CarPlay, vehicle, camera settings. So you have the enhanced parking aid. I'll show that to you later. Display, you can change your background as well. The brightness, the mode, auto dim, whatever. Voice control. Alright, let's go and see what else we have here. Valet mode. Yeah, so you can set a valet mode on this car. Of course, I'm not going to let anyone drive my car, so yeah, but there's a useful feature for this. Let's cancel it for now. So if I go to home, I can have the map display here, and then the station, and then your phone. So yeah, I think this is the center console display is pretty user friendly. So one of the cool feature on this car is the Mustang Pony LED light when you unlock the car, and it will display on the floor. So when you open your door, you can see the pony right there, which is pretty cool. And this goes to the same for the other side as well. So there goes the pony. And if you lock the door, and there goes the pony. Pretty cool. And this is the interior at night. So a cool thing about a fact about the Mustang is that you see this pulse. This is simulating the heartbeat of the pony. So there you go. It's pretty cool. So if you want to reverse in a Mustang, you have to pull this lever up and then go into the first gear position. So there you go. That's the reverse for this car. So there's a parking aid. It depends on where your steering wheel is positioned. It will predict where your car is going to be. This car also comes with blind spot monitoring. So it'll tell you when you're backing up. It will tell you wherever there's a vehicle coming. There's an arrow that shows up. It will alert you with beeping and some flashing. So yeah, that's pretty much all for the car as in terms of interior. Now let's move on to the glove box. So in the glove box you have two sections. One is for whatever you want to put in here, and then the other one here is for your manual. It's separate. And on top here you have the interior light as well as your garage door remote transmitter. The visibility for this car is actually pretty good. That's the back of the car and the back seat. If you're a really tall person, good luck with that. You won't be able to fit in the back. Your head will be hitting the roof. But for people that's short, if you move this seat forward, it's actually pretty practical. But no, this car, it can be a family car as well. Just put kids in the back if they're grounded, you know. And for the center console, you have two USB ports. One is over here in the front. The other is here. And you can also connect your USB for your phone charger. And there's a little bit of a thing here, so you don't crush your charger, which is pretty great design. You can also put your coins over there as well. So yeah, cup holders, handbrake, a traditional handbrake, which I love if you want to do a J-turn. Oh, and here's a place for you to open your trunk as well. Also, this is where you put your sunglasses. And the best part, 3 pedals. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll put some exhaust sound into the video, and yeah, enjoy, and thanks for watching.